Hello, intuitive Scorpio. I'm so grateful you're here as we step into the energies of July 2nd and 3, the quiet beginning of a brand new month. I prepared this video to share guidance, meaningful insights, and tarot messages that may meet you exactly where you are today. I truly hope you're doing well, and thank you for your likes, your thoughtful comments, and for subscribing. It means more than you know. If you felt drawn here, trust that it may not be a coincidence, because this message could be arriving at exactly the right moment for you. Always remember that your life is ultimately shaped by the choices you make, and no one knows your path better than you do. These messages are meant for a broad audience, so if something doesn't resonate, simply allow it to pass without forcing it to fit. During these first days of July, let's explore the energies moving through your love life, finances, health, family, and personal growth. Before anything else, here's a gentle reminder. Allow the positive influences around you to strengthen your connections with those you love, instead of letting temporary frustrations take over your emotions. The opening of this month carries the quiet energy of renewal and meaningful transformation. You may be standing at the entrance to something important, and life seems to be encouraging you forward with calm but undeniable persistence. The Ace of Pentacles points toward new forms of abundance, reaching far beyond financial gain into authentic fulfillment and a life that reflects who you truly are. Whether this unfolds through work, a creative pursuit, or a deeply personal aspiration, your consistent efforts are gradually aligning with opportunities that deserve your trust. Even so, every new beginning asks something of you. Some beliefs and habits that once helped you survive may now be limiting how fully you can grow, making it time to release what no longer belongs in this chapter. Fear often disguises itself as protection, yet it can hide possibilities that are already waiting in front of you. Take a quiet moment to ask yourself why certain emotions appear. What belief lies beneath them? And allow honest reflection to loosen the weight of doubt or anxiety. The High Priestess and Justice gently remind you that your inner wisdom carries more influence than you sometimes realize. Instead of feeling as though life simply happens around you, recognize that your choices, intentions, and perspective shape the experiences you attract. Shift your attention from guarding yourself toward creating something meaningful, and from constant worry toward deeper trust, allowing old obstacles to become foundations for future growth. Picture yourself living with purpose, surrounded by genuine love and lasting abundance, giving your imagination permission to reach beyond old limitations. Repeat this affirmation: I attract what I focus on. Write those words down, speak them aloud, and let them settle into your thoughts until they become part of your daily mindset. The meaningful coincidences you notice, whether subtle signs or quiet moments that seem perfectly timed, can remind you that you're moving in the right direction. Welcome love in every form it arrives, and if your kindness isn't returned, release it with grace, because not everyone is ready to receive what you freely offer. Protect the light within you without allowing disappointment to dim it. Trust that sincere love has its own way of returning, even if it follows a different path than you expected. These early July energies invite you to move toward the life you've been quietly building within yourself, knowing that fresh opportunities begin with courageous choices. Before we continue, please take a moment to leave a like, because your support helps these videos continue reaching people who may need them. For July 2nd and 3, your lucky numbers are 2 and 11, so pay attention whenever they appear throughout your day. If you have an opportunity to use them in a meaningful or practical way, consider doing so while these energies are especially present. Your lucky color is deep burgundy, a shade that reflects quiet confidence, emotional depth, and steady renewal. Whether you wear it, carry it as an accessory, or simply choose it when the opportunity appears, let it serve as a gentle reminder of the calm strength growing within you. There are moments when it feels as though everything around you is shifting at once, leaving you wondering where you'll find the strength to keep moving. Yet the reality is often gentler than the stories fear creates, and your heart is far more resilient than it sometimes believes. What matters now is choosing not to surrender to discouragement, but to face whatever has been holding you back with quiet determination. Every person carries seasons like this, and you are never alone in experiencing them. The beginning of July isn't asking you to rush toward happiness through dramatic breakthroughs or effortless shortcuts. It is inviting you to keep placing one steady step after another, even when the path feels steep, trusting that persistence would eventually bring you where you hope to go. Your creativity is becoming especially strong during these first days of the month, and fresh ideas may begin reshaping projects or dreams you've carried for a long time. If others misunderstand your rich inner world, remember that the very quality they question is often the source of your greatest inspiration. Past disappointments may have left deep impressions, but they never erased your worth or your ability to move forward. Continue building healthy boundaries, protect your self-respect, and avoid giving your energy to people who repeatedly leave you feeling depleted. Some doors belong to another chapter, and there is peace in allowing them to remain closed instead of reopening old pain. As July quietly unfolds, small moments of meaningful glance, a kind smile, the reflection of moonlight on still water, or another simple sign that catches your attention may gently remind you that hope is closer than it seems. Whether you're moving through a difficult season or simply carrying a touch of sadness, allow yourself to remember that every emotional tide eventually changes. The tower arrives not as meaningless destruction, but as the gentle release of structures that had been weakening beneath the surface for longer than you realized. Something that once felt permanent may no longer be able to support the person you are becoming, and recognizing the truth can feel both painful and freeing. Even when your heart struggles to understand what is changing, this transition is creating space for healthier foundations to emerge. The tower does not clear away what is strong enough to grow with you. Instead, it removes what has quietly restricted your spirit, making room for a future that reflects your deeper truth. When your thoughts ask why everything seems to be changing now, your inner wisdom already understands that remaining where you were would have limited your growth. What first appears as disruption often becomes the beginning of genuine freedom. Many of you have spent far too long waiting for certainty, mutual effort, or the simple feeling of being valued the way you deserve. Conversations faded, plans never fully arrived, and promises remained somewhere in tomorrow until hope slowly gave way to emotional exhaustion. Eventually, a quiet voice within you began saying that enough was enough. Whether life guided you away or circumstances made the decision unavoidable, choosing to let go is one of the most compassionate gifts you can offer yourself. Scorpio, the energies of July 2nd and 3 feel calm, grounded, and quietly encouraging. These opening days of the month invite you to balance practical responsibilities with deeper emotional clarity, allowing inner transformation to unfold at its own pace. The Knight of Pentacles appears as a reminder that meaningful progress rarely rushes, even when patience feels difficult. A delayed payment, a promising opportunity, or a family matter may finally begin moving forward, showing you that consistent effort and realistic expectations are steadily turning what once felt stalled into lasting momentum. The Queen of Swords arrives to help you clear away uncertainty and reclaim your sense of direction. During these opening days of July, you naturally step into her energy by setting healthier boundaries, expressing your truth with calm confidence, and refusing to accept confusing or inconsistent behavior that once left you questioning yourself. Instead of reacting emotionally to every situation, you're becoming more comfortable pausing, observing, and responding with quiet certainty. Whether you're navigating relationships or personal decisions, this card shows that you are no longer waiting for someone else to decide your future, because you're choosing clarity, wisdom, and growing trust in your own judgment. Temperance reminds you that lasting peace is created through balance rather than extremes. Scorpio, your emotional depth becomes one of your greatest strengths when it is guided by patience, allowing passion and self-control to work together instead of pulling against one another. Rather than suppressing your emotions or letting them overflow, you're learning how to honor them while remaining centered, and that quiet balance becomes a powerful source of healing. Growth unfolds through understanding, compromise, and the willingness to adjust where love or important relationships are asking for greater harmony. The Emperor may represent someone whose strong personality requires mutual respect, or it may reflect your own quiet ability to create stability through thoughtful leadership, calm consistency, and decisions that are guided by wisdom rather than impulse. The Nine of Cups brings the promise of heartfelt fulfillment and sincere emotional rewards. After seasons of longing, silence, or personal restraint, these early July energies may bring happiness through renewed connection, meaningful achievements, or simply a deeper sense of peace within yourself that no longer depends on outside validation. Allow yourself to fully experience those quieter moments of contentment instead of immediately searching for the next goal to accomplish. Let those moments settle gently into your heart, because gratitude has a remarkable way of expanding whatever is already growing in your life. Your steady faith is beginning to meet equally steady results, reminding you that fulfillment often arrives gradually rather than all at once. The Magician reminds you that everything you need already exists within you. Scorpio, your natural intuition and determination make it easier to transform inspiration into real progress. Whether through honest conversations, creative work, meaningful opportunities, or practical decisions that steadily shape your future. The difference now is that you are becoming more willing to trust your own abilities instead of waiting for perfect timing or outside approval. When your intentions are supported by consistent action, possibilities become tangible instead of remaining distant ideas. Others may also find themselves drawn toward the calm confidence, quiet strength, and authenticity you now carry because genuine self-belief naturally inspires trust. The Death card speaks of renewal rather than loss, inviting you to release patterns that have quietly completed their purpose. Whether an outdated relationship, long-held silence, limiting belief, or emotional habit is finally falling away, this transition creates room for deeper truth, healthier connections, and a more authentic way of living. Some endings may still feel bittersweet simply because they once mattered, yet they no longer belong to the person you're becoming. What appears to be an ending is actually making space for a stronger version of your life to emerge. Soon afterward, the star shines with gentle reassurance, restoring hope, strengthening your inner peace, and reminding you that brighter days become visible when you continue moving forward with trust, instead of looking back with regret. As for your health, pay attention if your body begins asking for additional care through tiredness or lingering fatigue. Sometimes physical exhaustion reflects the emotional weight you've been carrying for longer than you realized, making rest just as valuable as productivity during these first days of July. If something continues beyond a brief moment, give yourself permission to seek proper medical guidance and consider a second opinion before accepting major diagnoses or significant treatments. Caring for your emotional well-being is just as important as caring for your physical health, because both influence one another more deeply than they often appear to. You were never meant to carry every burden alone. Allow trusted people to help lighten the worries that have quietly accumulated over time and release emotional weight that no longer serves your growth or your peace of mind. There is quiet strength in accepting support when you need it, and doing so creates space for healing instead of constant survival. Give yourself room to enjoy simple moments of comfort, because even a peaceful bath paired with slow, intentional breathing can become a meaningful ritual of renewal that reminds you to return to yourself. Serenity often begins within, growing stronger each time you choose to care for yourself with patience, compassion, and the same kindness you so freely offer to others. In your professional life, recent changes may not have produced the results you originally expected, but that does not mean those steps lacked value. Every experience has been preparing you for something more aligned with your abilities, strengthening skills and resilience that will soon become valuable in ways you may not yet fully recognize. These first days of July encourage patient confidence as circumstances gradually begin falling into place, even if the progress still feels slower than you hoped. Continue showing up with consistency because your efforts are building a stronger foundation than temporary success ever could. Even if your current workplace feels limiting, continue trusting your progress, knowing that every lesson is preparing you for a better fit. Before long, you'll find yourself in an environment where your strengths can truly flourish, and where your dedication has the opportunity to be recognized and appreciated. Every experience carries a lesson, even the ones that once felt like setbacks or moments you wished had never happened. In your daily work, try not to spend your energy on unnecessary disagreements with co-workers who thrive on conflict or distractions that quietly pull your attention away from what truly deserves your focus. You naturally perform at your highest level when you're trusted to do your job without constant pressure, unnecessary criticism, or people trying to control every step you take. If someone repeatedly crosses your limits, remember that the healthy boundaries you've been building belong in your professional life just as much as they do in your personal world, and honoring them protects both your peace and your confidence. Overall, you're moving in a positive direction, even if the progress hasn't always been obvious from day to day. If your work follows a steady routine where you can concentrate without frequent interruptions, these opening days of July may feel especially productive, organized, and quietly rewarding. Success is influenced by your environment, but your own determination, reliability, and willingness to stay consistent continue creating meaningful progress behind the scenes. If you're currently searching for a new position, remain confident, because opportunities that better match your experience, values, and abilities are gradually beginning to reveal themselves. Even if you sometimes question choices you've made throughout your career, nothing you've learned has been wasted. Every challenge has strengthened your judgment, sharpened your skills, and prepared you for opportunities that fit you more naturally than those you've already outgrown. Looking back, you may even recognize that certain disappointments redirected you towards something far more aligned with your long-term goals. Continue investing in your preparation without losing momentum, because consistent effort remains the strongest path toward the stable position you've been hoping to secure. Financially, July 2nd and 3 carry encouraging signs of steady improvement rather than sudden, unpredictable change. The Knight of Pentacles reminds you that what once seemed painfully slow is quietly moving toward completion, proving that lasting success often develops one careful, thoughtful step at a time. A delayed payment, settlement, investment, or another financial matter may finally begin showing reliable progress, restoring confidence where uncertainty once lingered. Instead of dramatic surprises, these early July energies favor solid foundations that continue supporting you long after the excitement of the moment has passed. You may also notice encouraging movement involving your home, long-term security, property matters, or a project you've patiently nurtured in the background. Your previous dedication is beginning to return meaningful rewards, reinforcing that consistency creates stronger and more dependable results than impulsive decisions ever could. Continue choosing thoughtful financial plans over shortcuts, allowing patience and practical judgment to work together with your natural determination. A bonus, refund, or welcome financial improvement could arrive as a quiet reminder that persistence rarely goes unnoticed, even when the rewards take time to appear. The deeper message here extends beyond money alone. Whether you're working toward financial freedom, creating greater stability for yourself, or preparing for an important purchase, what once felt distant now seems increasingly attainable because you've remained committed through periods of restraint and uncertainty. Celebrate every milestone with quiet gratitude, knowing that small victories often become the foundation for much greater success later on. The Death card encourages you to release old fears surrounding lack, limitation, or scarcity, making room for healthier habits, wiser choices, and a more confident relationship with abundance that feels sustainable rather than temporary. The Star follows with a message of healing and renewed hope after seasons of financial uncertainty. Continue visualizing the life you're patiently creating, trusting that your steady faith is being matched by equally steady opportunities unfolding at the right pace. Every practical decision you make now adds another layer to the future you're building, even if the results are not immediately visible. Rather than rushing the process, allow prosperity to grow naturally through the choices you continue making every day. When it comes to love, these first days of July invite honest conversations and open hearts. If distance, tension, or lingering silence has settled into your relationship, don't allow those spaces to grow wider before addressing them with sincerity and compassion. Listen with genuine curiosity instead of simply defending your own perspective. because emotional honesty creates the strongest path toward healing, deeper understanding, and lasting reconnection. Sometimes the willingness to truly hear each other becomes the turning point that words alone could never create. Your natural creativity becomes one of your greatest strengths in matters of the heart. Thoughtful gestures, unexpected moments of affection, or a simple shared experience can restore warmth between you far more easily than you expect, because love often grows through consistent acts of care rather than dramatic declarations. Time with friends or meaningful plans together may also lift the emotional atmosphere, making important conversations feel lighter, safer, and more productive. Relationships become stronger when both people continue choosing each other through patience, kindness, and everyday commitment instead of relying only on moments of passion. If you're single, you may finally have the chance to clear away a misunderstanding with someone who has shown sincere interest in getting to know you. An unexpected romantic moment could naturally arise as your connection deepens, especially if you're still discovering where your feelings are leading and allowing trust to develop at its own pace. Even so, you aren't likely to settle for surface-level attraction alone. Scorpio, you naturally seek trust, emotional honesty, and a connection that reaches beneath appearances, so give yourself permission to wait for the kind of bond that genuinely reflects what your heart has been searching for. Within your family life, these early July energies encourage both stability and meaningful change. The Emperor reminds you that clear expectations, mutual respect, and thoughtful leadership create a stronger foundation for harmony, even when differences arise or difficult conversations become necessary. Sometimes the greatest strength within a family isn't found in everyone agreeing with one another, but in each person feeling respected, heard, and valued despite those differences. As that atmosphere grows, even small improvements can create a lasting sense of security and bring everyone a little closer together. The Knight of Pentacles points toward gradual but dependable progress within your home and family life. Ongoing matters involving shared responsibilities or living arrangements may begin settling into a healthier rhythm as these first days of July unfold, even if the changes seem subtle at first. What once felt stuck can slowly become easier to manage as everyone grows more willing to communicate with patience instead of frustration. Temperance reminds everyone involved that harmony grows through understanding, mutual respect, and the willingness to meet each other halfway, because lasting peace is usually built through many small choices rather than one dramatic moment. The Nine of Cups brings opportunities for heartfelt joy among those closest to you. Simple moments of laughter, meaningful conversations around the table, or quiet acts of kindness can strengthen family bonds in ways that continue long after the moment has passed. The Death card quietly signals the release of old resentments or outdated family patterns, creating room for healthier interactions, renewed trust, and deeper emotional closeness. The Star follows with hope, offering gentle guidance that helps repair old divisions while inspiring everyone to move forward together with greater compassion and a renewed sense of unity. As for your personal energy, you may begin July 2nd feeling quieter than usual, with your thoughts moving faster than your motivation. You might need a little extra time to settle into the day, but don't mistake a slow beginning for a lack of strength. As the hours pass, your energy is likely to build naturally until you feel noticeably more focused, confident, and emotionally balanced. Your imagination and empathy become valuable strengths, helping you discover thoughtful solutions, understand situations from fresh perspectives, and create sincere connections with the people around you. Just be mindful not to magnify challenges beyond their true size or allow old insecurities to influence how you see yourself today. Sometimes the mind holds on to familiar worries simply because they once felt necessary, even though they no longer reflect your present reality. Those fears belong to another chapter and no longer define the person you're becoming. Avoid giving unnecessary attention to thoughts that slow your progress, especially when your inner wisdom already recognizes that you're moving steadily in the right direction, even if the path still feels unfamiliar. For students, these early July days ask for steady concentration and genuine commitment. Your intuition is sharp and your mind absorbs information quickly, but lasting success still depends on consistency, preparation, and the willingness to stay present even when distractions appear. Assignments, studying, or exams may require your full attention, yet you're more capable than you currently realize, and your efforts are likely to produce stronger results than you expect. If you remain focused and trust your abilities instead of doubting them, both your academic performance and your personal confidence can grow together. When it comes to compatibility, July 2nd, 3 brings supportive energy through 3 zodiac signs. First, Cancer reminds you that meaningful change often begins quietly, showing through patience, emotional wisdom, and gentle persistence that lasting growth never needs to be rushed. Their presence may encourage you to trust steady progress instead of forcing immediate results, helping you appreciate that some of life's strongest foundations are built slowly and with care. Second, Gemini encourages you to keep your attention on what lies ahead instead of becoming attached to what has already passed. Someone connected with this sign may act like a mirror, helping you recognize that your future deserves more of your energy than your past. Their perspective can inspire fresh commitment to the path now opening before you, while reminding you that every new beginning asks for your full presence rather than constant comparison with what came before. Finally, Pisces helps deepen your trust in intuition and unseen guidance. Someone influenced by this sign may gently remind you that your journey is supported in ways that aren't always visible, strengthening your confidence as you continue making important decisions. Their calm presence may encourage you to listen more closely to your own inner voice, because your intuition often recognizes the right direction long before your logical mind fully understands it. Your own inner knowing remains one of your most dependable guides, quietly leading you toward choices that align with who you're becoming. Dear Scorpio, this is your message for July 2nd and 3. Thank you, as always, for spending this time with me, and remember that these messages are here to encourage thoughtful choices, deeper self-awareness, and steady confidence as you continue moving forward. If this video resonated with you, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future daily messages and the guidance still to come. I truly hope these first days of July bring you peace, meaningful opportunities, renewed clarity, and beautiful new manifestations that continue unfolding one step at a time.